Hi, Gregg Perry, the Historic Preservationist. Welcome to the Clock Restoration Conservation Studio. Just going to do a quick overview, just show, got a lot of clocks going on for one guy here, one horologist. We have a Seth Thomas here with a brass case. It has some door issues, has movement issues. The movement's on the rack here. We have another Seth Thomas here. That guy's ready to go back to the client. And you can see in the back, I've been collecting these for a number of years. These clocks are all restored. They're ready to go. If we find a case that needs a clock mechanism and dial, I have it here. So these were derelict. They were just sold, just the clock, movement, and dial. So not with the case. And there's one up there actually I made with a rocking ship about 20 years ago. So, and over here we have an Edward Hudson of Cape May. Edward Hudson, he worked in the Woodbury, New Jersey area. And there was another one of these that went at auction last year and pulled some pretty good money. But sometimes you would have people at, vacation spots would say, "Hey, Edward, come on down. Can you make a clock for us and put a clock together and put your name on it and put Cape May." They want to see their name. So that happened a lot in the Boston area for Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket. They had a couple clockmakers out there, but there are some clockmakers from the Boston area would produce clocks and put Nantucket on. And the guys traditionally, his home base is in Boston or the suburbs or on the Cape. So you'd find this occasionally. And so this guy is going to be, this is a client. They want to just get the mechanism serviced and send this guy off to auction. And we'll see the case later on in the studio. And the last thing is, this is a Germantown shelf clock. And it's John Hagee of Germantown. And this guy's running right now. These are some of the least clocks that I don't like to do, only because they become heavy and they're difficult to move. And, generally the weights are already in there. I just prop them up on the either side so that you can't have them dangling because we have wooden pulleys up here. So you need to take the weight off the weights inside the clock. But just delivering these things, I mean, it's not huge, but it's cumbersome. And I just don't like it from that standpoint. This is a great 8-day movement. It's a movement right out of a tall case clock on here, basically, with some gear ratio, for the drop. They've compensated for that, obviously. But it's a great movement and kind of a rare maker to see him in a shelf type clock. Nice thing about this, it's a little bit of figure mahogany, and 1840s, something like that. And the silver is starting to oxidize. It just gives it a nice little ambiance there. So that's ready to go back to the client this coming week. And let's move over to the other room where the racks are. So again, we have several clocks operating now. A lot of these are ready to go back to clients, anywhere from cuckoo clocks to something I really don't like to work on is like a 30-day type clock. And we have the cuckoo clock here. It's going out tomorrow, actually. And a nice quarter striking here, English with a bell. And you have a Keininger here movement, and again, a lot of my colleagues, they want to take these and they want to throw these movements out, and they want to buy a new one and put in there. And 5 minutes, they make a few $100, and I think it's highly unethical to throw your motor out and get a new motor in there. So it doesn't take a lot to fix these, and there's no need to be greedy. So they're easily fixable. And in the back there, we have, and you'll see the washer and dryer. This is the wash. This is the cleaning room. We have two Hermle movements on the racks back there. And we have a French Morbier here. And we have two Hershades, which I just started. And that's out. That one's Hershade on either side. They've been cleaned, reassembled. And there's some other things I need to do to them. I'm actually, the one Hershade here, I'm working on the dial. I have it all disassembled, but look at the beauty of that that gilding, that mercury gilding, absolutely phenomenal. So I did the dial last night. I have to silver the ancillary rings and the boss and things like that. That'll be putting that back together this evening. And then you have over here, you have the Morbier clock. And the Morbier clock, not only did I restore or service the mechanism, but the entire surround was not black, but it was a dark brown. The pendulum was dark brown, and it's cleaning up. Very sympathetic with a almost a cotton or a natural bristle brush and some cotton swabs and things like that, because you don't want to get this into any ammoniated cleaner. It's so thin, it's going to bite right through it, and we don't want to go there, so we're not doing that. And then we have the other Hershady here, that's going to be right there, that dial right there, that's going to be restored. I mean, you can see here the silvering is gone, and the numbers aren't popping out too much, and I need to restore some of the painting on the dial here, the moon phase, the rolling moon. So that's what we have at present. I couldn't fit too many more. I have boxes of them out here that have come in from around the country, but this will keep you busy 7 days a week. Gregg Perry, the historic preservationist from the Clock Studio, signing out. Thanks everyone for viewing.